Okay, good afternoon to each and everyone once again. It's another brand new day, it's another brand new week, and it's another brand new Monday as well. So this afternoon, I welcome you, all of you, to my page this afternoon, whereby I'll be sharing with all of us a topic that I believe so much that is going to be a blessing to all of us, including myself, including you that you are listening, including each and everyone. It is my prayer that this message will be a blessing. This message will be a changing moment to all of us. Okay, so please, why don't you join me so that we start this? So today's topic has been carefully put together, and it's a topic that I believe strongly, as I said earlier, strongly that it will be a changing moment for all of us. So it's something that we all go through each and every day. It's something that we all handle within our lives, and whatever we started in our lives is a challenge, or is something that we all go through each and every day. And I have been able to look at this particular topic and put things together, and I believe that this moment will be a blessing to someone that is listening, and you and I wouldn't be the same. Okay, so today's topic has been, or is titled, "Do not run from your battles, face them." Do not run from your battles, face them. We all know that battles are certain things that are very paramount or important when it comes to the existence of a human being, or existence to someone that is listening this morning. So it's something that we all face. It's something that we all go through each and every day, each and every week, whereby we are looking for a moment to find our feet very well, because battles are inevitable. So this morning, we are going to look at this topic, and it is my prayer that this topic will be a blessing to each and everyone that is listening, and we can use it to build our lives, to build ourselves, and prepare ourselves towards something great that will be coming for us. So we'll start with the meaning of battle. The meaning of battle. When someone should ask, or if I should ask you that you are listening, what is the meaning of what? Of battle? What do you say? So the meaning of battle means that what? A fight or an encounter. A fight or an encounter between enemies or opposition's armies. An engagement. So this morning, in short, we all know that what? A battle is something that is like an encounter. Okay? It is a fight between two people, two enemies. When a battle is happening, it means that what? There are two opposing forces that are fighting to prove themselves to each other, like the two people. So it also means an engagement. A battle is an engagement. It's a process whereby you engage each other, two enemies engaging themselves, fighting and all that. Okay, to prove to each other that what? We are better than you, or I am better than the person that I am fighting against with. So, in a further explanation or meaning to what a battle is, a battle can also mean what? A spiritual warfare. A battle can also mean a spiritual warfare. We all, in one way or the other, we all go through battles, or we all fight battles. Either be it physical, emotional, spiritual, we all fight battles. And when battles come, it involves what? Two opposing forces. It's either you or someone that you are fighting against. Okay, so battles are what? An encounter between two opposing forces or enemies. So this morning, I would like us to also look at, before that, I would like us to look at the meaning of what? Do not run from your battles. What does it mean to say what? Do not run from your battles. It means that what? You must learn to face your battles. When someone should say, do not run from your battles, but you should face them, it means that what? we should learn to face our battles rather than running away from them. Okay? Because running away from them can't ensure us victory. It can only ensure us what? Failure. And this morning, I'm not here to preach failure to anyone, but I'm here to encourage you that you are listening. That what? Within every battle that we are fighting, within every battle, every challenge, every engagement that you are faced with, trust God. Trust yourself that what? You can be able to pull through and to penetrate and to become a victor. Okay, so this morning I would like to take two key scriptures in the book of Deuteronomy 20 verse 1. And it says that what? When you go to war against your enemies and see horses and chariots and an army greater than yours, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid of them, because the Lord your God who brought you out of Egypt will be with you. And the second scripture also is taken from what? The book of Isaiah 45 verse 2. And it says that what? I will go before you and I'll make the crooked path straight. I will break in pieces the gates of bronze and cut the bars of iron. Okay, so this is the word of God. And the word of God is trying to tell us this afternoon that what? God will go before us within every battle, or before us with every battle that we are facing or we are fighting, and make every crooked path straight before us. And he went on to say that what? He said he will break into pieces the gates of bronze and cut the bars of iron. If you can do a quick research right now, you know that something that is bronze and something that is of iron, there are things that are very, very, very strong. Okay, but God is saying that what? You go ahead of us to make our crooked path straight, to make our path straight, and the things that have set themselves as what? As pieces of bronze or gates in front of us, he said he's going to break them into pieces. Okay, so when you are facing or you are fighting battles, you should know that God is with you, because he has assured you that what? He is going to what? Break in pieces the gates of bronze and also cut the bars of iron also into pieces. Okay, so I'm here to encourage you this morning that whatever battle that we are fighting this afternoon, or in this month, or in this year, trust God that God is going to take you through. He will surely take you through. Okay, so you cannot keep running away from your battles. One thing that you and I have to know is that what? Battles are things that we can't run away from. We can never hide from them. We can never excuse ourselves from battles. As I said earlier, there are things that they are inevitable. We can never do away with it or from them, because there are things that can also build us very strongly. Okay, so you can never keep running away from your battles. At some point in time in life, you will have to build up the courage to face and conquer them. Okay, so at certain points in life, at certain points in your life, you will have to build up the courage, the zeal, the momentum, the self-belief, the self-courage, the belief that you can be able to face this battle squarely and win. Because you have been given the strength to do everything that we can do. And I believe you that you are listening this afternoon, there is no battle that you cannot face. There is no challenge that you cannot handle. And it is my prayer that whatever thing that each and everyone is going through, whatever battle that you are facing this month, or you are fighting this month, or in this year, or today, it is my prayer that you keep yourself strong. You believe in yourself. And you keep running after your dreams. and not to run from your battles. Because in the moments of battle, that is when we find our true selves. In our times of the battles that we fight, that is when we find our true selves. And it is my prayer that you are listening this afternoon, you find your true self. You find your ideal self, your inner spirit, something that you can hold on to and fight your battles. So your strength comes from facing your battles. As I said earlier, we find our true self during the times that we fight our battles. And most of us are able to find our true selves, our strengths, in the moments of the battles that we are fighting. Okay, imagine if you are somebody that you are fighting a battle. You are fighting a very difficult battle, let's say spiritual battle. And the only thing you have as at that time is for you to fast. For you to fast and pray, because you are trusting God so much that what you move in swiftly for you to face your enemies. Okay, when these things happen, you are able to build a spiritual momentum. You find your true self in the aspects of the spiritual things. Okay, so your strength, sometimes we are able to find our true strengths, our true abilities, and our true gifts from the battles that we are fighting. From the battles that we are fighting. And you and I should never give up on the battles that we fight each and every day. The battles that you fight each and every day, we shouldn't give up. I'm sure this year so far, we are in the, shall I say, the third quarter of the year or so. Okay, the third quarter. I'm sure you that you are listening, anyone that you are listening, you fought so many battles as at now, but you've never given up. Within this period, you found yourself. You found a new aspect of yourself. And I'm here to encourage you that you shouldn't give up. Keep believing and keep trusting in your abilities. Keep trusting in your God-given strength. That what? You'll fight these battles and you'll surely win. So your strength comes from facing your battles and overcoming them, and working through these challenges or battles to be able to overcome them. So, as I said earlier, most of us, we find our true strength. We find our true identity in the battles that we fight. The physical battle, the emotional battle, the spiritual battles. These are things that will redefine you and I. Will redefine you and I for us to be able to find our true selves. So the moment when we decide to give up on ourselves, that is when we become losers. That is when we become losers. And I wouldn't encourage anyone to forgo the battles that they are fighting. Open up yourself, open up your spirit, open up your mind, and face your battles squarely. Because there is something powerful in you that what? The battle in itself, in a certain point in life, will run away. Because when they keep fighting, when the battle keeps coming and you keep standing so strong and you are so strong and like they can't defeat you, they see that what? This person is a wall. This man or woman is the wall of Jericho, and we can't just maneuver around him or her and just penetrate and destroy this amazing person. Okay? So, but when the moment when you run away from your battle, it's a race that you are never going to win. The moment you run from your battle or from the battles that you are fighting, then you should know that what? It is a race that you never win. Okay? It is a race that you never win. When you look at the battle between Ukraine and what? And Russia, everybody knows that Russia has the army enough, or the ammunitions to be able to conquer Ukraine. But till now, Ukraine hasn't given up. You understand? Ukraine hasn't given up. Because what? They believe that the moment they give up on their vision, the moment they give up on this war, the moment they give up on this battle, the moment they give up on the challenges that Russia is throwing at them, that is when they've lost their vision. That is when the nation has lost its purpose. You understand? So every challenge or battle that you fight, it is a moment that you have to identify yourself. It is a redefining moment. It is a redefining moment. There are things that sometimes I go through, and sometimes I ask myself, why am I going through these things? But through it all, I have been able to learn from so many things, so many life experiences. So many life experiences. That is guiding my daily activities. The steps that I am taking. The things that I'm trying to do for myself, my future. You understand? Because battles are a moment that you find your true self. They are redefining moments for you to be able to find a new aspect of yourself. Okay, so running away from your battle is a race you will never win. It is a race you will never win. When you look at the athletes, when they start a race, within, let's say, with about 10 people on the same lane, and they start a race, this is a battle, or this is a race. Okay, at a moment they start a race, and it's like someone who just want to give up. But the person look forward and says that what? There is a purpose. There is something that, like, there is a vision, there is a purpose why I am doing it. I am taking this step, or I am running this race. There is a prize ahead of me. That is why I am running this race. And these are motivating these motivational factors. These are factors that are motivating people for them to keep fighting their battles and to win and to get to the destination in which they want to get to. So the moment you give up on your battle, that is when you give up on your dream. You give up on a race that you will never win. You give up on a purpose that you will never achieve. You give up on a purpose that you will never achieve. And please, be encouraged this morning never to give up on yourself. Never give up on each battle that you fight. Any battle that you fight, never give up. Fight every battle with everything within yourself that you have. Fight it. Because at the end of the day, God will show himself and he will make a way. Nothing that comes into our lives is permanent. So far as you believe and you keep fighting, nothing is permanent. When you decide to allow these things, your battles, to win over you, that is when what? You've lost the grace for you to be able to win over these challenges. So I'm here to encourage you, for you to know that you should continue to fight your battles. You should continue to keep fighting your battles. Never give up. A never giving up spirit is a successful person. Most of the great people, as I keep saying each and every day, most of the great people, the powerful people that we see, they are people that have a spirit of what? A mentality of what? They fighting their battles and not giving up. They fight their battles and they don't give up. Because they know that what? There is victory in the moment in which they keep fighting. There is success in the moment in which they don't give up. They don't just lose God. Okay? So you don't run away from a challenge because you are afraid. One thing that you have to know this afternoon is that you and I, we shouldn't run away from what? A challenge or a battle because you are afraid. Why will you be afraid of something that what? You have been created enough to handle? Because people are out there talking about you. People are out there speaking evil things about you, and you are saying you are afraid, so you can't take up the challenge to win against your own battles. Please, no. You are more than this. You are capable than this. You are capable than this. And then believe me, if you don't run away from your challenges because of fear, you will make a headway. You will make your story and your testimonies to be known out there. So instead of you running towards it, and embracing it, never be afraid. Never be afraid. Because the only way to escape or conquering the battles that you are facing is to trample them beneath your foot. So the only way that you and I we can fight against, sometimes, let me show you a technique. When you go to an interview, and at the moment when you face the panelist, and you feel like there is an edge or a fear within yourself, and it's like there is this heat of fear within yourself, what do? Number one, most of the ideal advice that people normally give, or they've given so far, is for you to cross your legs. Okay, it's for you to cross your legs. When your legs are under the table, you cross your legs. Your legs are the strengths. Your legs possess the energy, certain form of energy and power. You understand? So the moment you cross your leg, you harness what? A certain force of energy. You put the fear within your foot. You understand? Because you've crossed your legs. Okay, so this is something very basic. When you see the Bible telling us that what? You trample upon snakes and scorpions, the powers and principalities and all that, with your foot and all that, you know that what? There is power beneath the foot. Okay, so the only way you and I we can conquer and escape our fear or the battles that we are facing is for us to trample upon these things with our foot. Trust me. We are powerful and capable more than this. Okay? So you need an inner confidence and zeal to win over your battles and face them. You need an inner zeal and confidence and power within yourself. When you are someone that you are afraid of people, you are afraid of things, you are afraid of taking a bold step, you are afraid of taking risk, you are afraid of taking up a challenge, then you are not ready to make a headway, to succeed in life. People will sometimes talk about, use you to ridicule you in public. You'll be sitting there and they are ridiculed. But all these things, you have to have a broad heart, a big heart, and confront them and use them as something to move ahead in life. So you need an inner zeal and confidence. You need an inner zeal and confidence to win over your battles. I know the battles are not easy. They are not easy. The ones that we ourselves we are fighting, they are not easy. They are not easy. But I know that what? if only we can believe in ourselves, if only we can have the inner zeal and faith in ourselves, we can face these battles and become champions. We can face these battles and win each and every day. So any spirit of timidity shouldn't be entertained. The most unacceptable thing is that most of us, we are timid. There was a time I was talking to my pastor, and he asked me, "Hey, Brago, so you cry? Are you sure you are a shy person?" And I said, "Me myself, I know, because from the time that I was in SHS, I was able to handle over, let's say, over 100 students to 200, more than 200 students. You understand? If I can do that, I have leadership positions and all that. So if I can do this, then what else in this world can intimidate me? Nothing can intimidate me. You understand? Nothing can. So we shouldn't allow the spirit of timidity to fall on us, but we should rather allow the Spirit of God to fall on us, the grace of God to fall on us, so that we can be able to channel these things to become great people. Okay, so face your battles with God, trusting Him that He will equip and prepare you for that battle to win. Okay, so face your battles with God, trusting God that what? He will equip you. There are ways that God equips us. Okay, there are ways. When you look at the life of David, when the whole army of Israel, they were intimidated by the height of Goliath, David as a child stood up and said what? He said, "No, I will not allow your height to intimidate me. If I've been able to defeat and kill those animals, the lions, the tigers, those animals in the bush, in the forest, by the help and the grace of my God and the God of Israel, then why should I be intimidated by you?" You understand? If a child a young boy can rise up and do this, not be intimidated by a giant, then why should you and I be intimidated by the battles that are showing forth in our lives? We have within us the zeal. We have within us an inner confidence. An inner confidence for us to be able to use this to become whatever I want to become in life. We should never allow anything to intimidate us. We should never. We should face our battles trusting God that He will equip us with the necessary ammunitions. Okay? With the necessary ammunitions, with the necessary grace, with the necessary power, and prepare you for your battle so that you can win. So that you can win. If only we can humble ourselves before God and ask the Holy Spirit to fill us, we'll be prepared for every battle that will show forth in our lives. So make sure you are prepared and anticipate your battles. So make sure that you are prepared and anticipate your battles, okay? Make sure you are prepared. Make sure God prepares you. He equips you. He gives you the necessary ammunitions and prepares you for the battles that will show forth. Okay? Fight them on your knees. When we say what? Fighting a battle on your knees, it didn't mean that, or it doesn't mean that what? You should have a gun, then you bow down, you put your knees on the floor and you be fighting. No. When they say fight your spiritual battles, Fight your emotional battles. When we should say that word, fight your emotional battle, physical battles. Every singular battle or every single battle that you are fighting on your knees, it means that what? Fight your battles on your knees by praying. By praying, and God will come true for you. God will come true for you. Trust me. Okay, God will come true for you. God never promised us what? A life with, a life free of challenges, a life free of what? Battles. If Jesus Christ fought battles himself, then how much more you and I? How much more you and I? Because these were the same battles that prepared him for his purpose. These were the same battle that prepared him for the things for the victory that he brought into our lives. So make sure that you are prepared and anticipate your battles. Fight them on your knees. Fight every battle on your knees. Before temptation comes, and you will always have victory. Victory is assured to anyone or everyone who chooses to fight his or her battles by trusting God. By trusting God. Never give up on yourself because of the battles that are showing forth. Never give up. Have a never giving up spirit. Have a never giving up spirit. Okay, the last time I was talking to my mom, let me share this with you. And it is my prayer that this story will motivate someone. My mom was sharing a story with me within the week. And my mom told me how, she's a queen mother. And she told me how she was hit by tukpe. I don't know, most of Airways know about this tukpe because of she being a queen mother. Just because somebody wants to take her off and bring the daughter. You understand? So it was a moment, if as my mom has been, someone who is very strong. And if it hadn't been God, that what? She stayed on her knees, or she fought her battles on her knees, she wouldn't have been at where she is today. And she is strong. She fought that battle till that tukpe came out from her mouth. You understand? Till that particular black magic came out physically. By prayer, by praying on her knees, trusting God for so many months. There are times she will complain, her head is aching her. She doesn't know what is going on. That was a battle that she was fighting. But she has never given up on this challenge, on this battle. She fought it and became a champion. She won. And I said, wow, what an amazing woman. What an amazing mother. What an amazing queen mother. You understand? There are things that each and every one of us we are fighting. But if only we will not give up, we wouldn't allow fear to flood our judgments, to flood our spirit. We are capable of winning every battle that presents itself. We are capable. So the battles of life, in most cases, fought uphill. So most of the battles So please pardon me, I've been interrupted. Okay. So the battles of life are fought, in most cases, are fought uphill. Okay, and to win it without a struggle or battle is perhaps to win without honor. So we all know that every success that is chopped, every success that is achieved, comes with every sweet victory, every sweet success, every sweet testimony, comes with what? Every sweet honor. Every sweet honor, every sweet everything, you understand, comes with what? A battle. It comes with a challenge. And we all know that what? No great testimony or no great honor comes without what? A battle. Even when you find ourselves in an organization, there are battles that we'll fight. There are battles that we'll fight. But it depends on you and I whether you are giving up on yourself or you are staying and you are winning it. And it is my prayer that what? You stay so strong. You have a mental ability, a very strong mentality. Build a very strong mental capacity for you to be able to win your battles. Okay, so all this honor, all these victories will not come without what? Struggle. So if there is nothing to struggle for, there will be nothing to be achieved. So we know that what? If there is nothing to battle for, then there is nothing to be achieved. If there is nothing to battle for in this world, then there is nothing for you to celebrate. There is nothing for you to celebrate for. So be encouraged. Take up the armor of God and quicken yourself up and prepare yourself and become what? A champion. Because trust me, we can do so many things. Okay, so there is a powerful statement that Jocko Willink said. He said what? Quote, most of us aren't defeated in one decisive battle. We are defeated one tiny, seemingly insignificant surrender at a time that chips away at who we should really be. So what he's trying to tell us is that what? Most of us have lost the aspect of the actual person we are supposed to be because one tiny battle has shifted us away because of fear, and we have lost the honor that we are deserved to get. That is what he's saying. So most of us haven't been able to get to the level which we are supposed to get, because when we are fighting a battle, we give up in the moment that within a very short period that we are supposed to get to our level of elevation, then we give up. You understand? Then we give up. Because the battle came and we couldn't fight it and stay strong. So we have given up. Why should we give up on the things that we are believing that what will elevate us? There is no honor without what? Without battle. That is what we should know. There is no honor without a battle. Every honor or every victory comes with what? A challenge or a battle. It comes with it. And that is what we have to know. That is what we have to know. So be bold and take the first bold step. Be bold and take the first step. And your mind will mobilize all its forces to your aid. So we should be bold enough when the battles show themselves. We should be bold enough to take the first step and allow our mind to mobilize all the forces within our range, within our comfort, so that we can be able to win these wars. The mind is a resource that carries power. The mind is a resource that carries ideas, that carries things. Please. But the first essential is that you have to start. You have to start in believing in yourself. You have to start in taking up every challenge. You have to start to know that you can't always run away from your battles. So once the battle has begun, all that is within and without you will come to your assistance. So once the most important thing that you have to know is that what? Once the battle has started, every resource, every strength that is within you and outside you will come forth. This is natural. That is why I said earlier that what? We find our true self in the moment of battles. In the moment of battle, that is when we find our true selves. So if we give up on our battles, on our challenges, then how do we find our true selves? Then how do we find our true selves? Okay, so do not let your battles scare you. So we shouldn't let our battles scare us. From facing them, we should never allow our battles to scare us from facing them. We should have the courage and march on to face them with everything within us and conquer. We should never be afraid. We should never be scared. Let's be bold. Let's be bold like the lion. Let's be bold like the lion. And we will make a headway. We'll make a headway, trust me. Let's be bold. Okay, so if you think that you are a nice person, this is just an advice I want to give to everyone, including myself. If you think that you are a nice person and the world will equally be nice to you, then I'm here to tell you that what you are joking. If you think you are beautiful, if you think you are handsome, if you think you are ugly, if you think you are smart, if you think you are daring, if you think you are, if you think you are beautiful, if you think you are handsome, if you think, as I said earlier, and the world will be nice to you, then you are joking. The world will bring its battles before you. The world will bring its battles before you. And it will reveal to you, it will determine whether you are capable of fighting this battle, handling them, and fight them. It will determine. Okay? So, the world will bring its battle before you. And you have to face them. So when the world brings its battles to you, the challenges of life, you should be prepared. Because there is nothing that you cannot do. Before I will conclude, there is something that I would also like to share with you, a final submission. And it's a submission that goes as what? No one is perfect in this world. And we all have our battles. But it is the way we get back on our feet and turn these battles around that really counts or matters. No one is perfect in this world. And we all have our battles. But it is the way we get back on our feet and turn around these battles to a positive meaning, a positive something, a positive success, a goal, a dream, a purpose. That really counts and that really matters. And today, as I end my live broadcast, it is my prayer that we will not run away from our battles. We will embrace our battles. We embrace our battles and allow them to make us strong, to prepare us for our next level. So that one day we'll say that no, I wasn't defeated by this, and I wasn't made a loser, and I was made a champion. I thank each and everyone who has taken time to watch. God richly bless you. I thank Jane Paul Agidi. I thank Stella Azan Leji. I thank Sandra Sandy. I thank Dela Agbave. I thank Priscilla Wiafi. God bless you. Finding time to join me for this live broadcast. Till I see you next week, be in good health and expect nothing but positivity in your life and success and goodness. God be with you, and may the grace of God surround you. Now, bye bye. Till I see you next week. Bye.